They changed, they changed it again. It changed it again. Now there's a tab on the bottom that it says record, and you push record, and it did absolutely nothing.
Right.
I pushed it again and held it. Now there's a record to the cloud or to the computer. You can see that there's going to be a running theme in this show that we're about to tell you about what we're going to be doing here.
Right.
My ever-loving fight with Zoom and changing stuff on it every time it updates, which is like every 2 days.
Yes, and I know a lot of you people say, "We use Discord." Discord bogs down every computer I've ever owned.
Likewise.
So I hate Discord. I ain't getting on it.
And now that you can use Midjourney without using Discord, or at least they're doing it a beta thing, which luckily I got into, which is kind of cool. I don't have to worry about using Discord for that anymore. But
Nice.
Why are we even talking?
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, welcome everyone. This is our podcast, In the Midst of the Shadows. I am one of your hosts, Craig, and this is...
And I am Jason.
All right. So Jason, what do we do in this podcast?
All right. So for those of you who came over from our last podcast, we had another podcast called The Bunny Rabbit's Hole. We decided to rebrand, restart, because we felt that we were alienating some people because we often put in our political views, and there was some other commentary that I won't say it was wrong or off-putting. It was just, it really segmented our audience, and some people just want to hear the stuff that we talk about,
right?
Not the other stuff,
without all the affiliations.
Yes. So here's the Midst of the Shadows. What we do is we pick one topic and we each research it, and we talk about that topic for a little while, and usually about an hour. But our goal is to get you interested in the topic and to go off, because most of these topics are things that we thought about the week before. It's like, hey, we got a week to figure this stuff out and see if we like it.
Right.
And then
and like you said, we'll take that topic, but to pique your curiosity, we don't go real deep into it. We just scratch the surface, and we try to scratch it enough that gives you that itch where you got to scratch and dig deeper.
Exactly. We said in before that we were like the jack of all trades, the masters of none. We're not experts at any of these subjects.
No.
We have interest in some of these subjects, and some of these subjects we come up with, and then we realize we don't really care about these subjects, but we're going to talk about them anyway because you might be interested in them. Just because we're not doesn't mean that you won't be.
Right. And we are open to topic suggestions. We will try it if you guys are interested in it, and even if we're not, we'll still struggle through and get what we can out of it.
Mm-hmm. And we'll even pretend to like it.
Right.
It's like, what sort of topics do we talk about here, Craig?
We talk about like paranormal, pop culture, cryptids, aliens, you name it. Like we get into some history of stuff too.
History of the mob. We did some of the five
families.
To do some of the five families.
Yeah, before it got too monotonous and they just all bled together, and at that point it was pointless.
Yes. And we just kind of like lumped them all up. But we've done haunted places, and a lot of it, if you go back to our podcast before, the Bunny Rabbit's Hole, which is still on YouTube, so you can watch us there. We do a lot of those same topics, and we do reference that show from time to time when we did an episode about it. So we do refer to the old show on occasion, where it's like we've done a podcast about this particular thing, and then we were going to, because we'll take something from there and we'll expand about it on this show.
Right. And for the most part, we usually try to cite our sources, unless there are times when we've had busy weeks and we'll let Perplexity do our research for us.
Yes.
So we can't cite that.
We've been, but Perplexity does have citations at the bottom that we do list when we do use that. We
But see,
But
that's not all we do. We don't just do the one topic because we actually branched off, added another section where it's two topics that neither one of us know what two topics the other one's going to pick, and we teach each other about them.
yes, those are fun ones because at times it's like because we're doing 2 podcasts a week, you're like, oh crap, I'm still researching this other one. Now today we're doing 2 topics, so you have to come up with something on the fly.
Yep.
And a lot of it is we've done one where Craig gets a second topic during the show,
Yep.
and that teaches me about it. It's it's fun for us,
Yeah.
and these are things that they're usually smaller topics
Yes.
that wouldn't fill an entire show. We've talked about specific um, odd, obscure criminal cases
Yep.
to just being a better person.
Yeah.
Enlightenment. We're both big on manifestation.
Yep.
The law of
Self-help,
attraction, a lot of it.
self-awareness.
Yes, we both have had lives where we've had ups and downs, ebbs and flows,
Yep.
and so we bring a lot of experience with our in a lot of the things that we talk about,
Yep.
especially when it
Because I
comes
mean,
to self-discovery.
right, and a lot of this stuff because the best way to teach is through a story. So if we're trying to figure out how to get you to relate to what the topic we're talking about, we'll talk about how that happened somewhere in our life and tell our story of that topic.
Mhm. Yes.
Because our topics are kind of like art. It's subjugated to the viewer. The viewers can get their own perception of it and their own ideas from it, and that's kind of what this is all about.
Yes. And 4 things that I try to instill in when I talk about things. And I didn't always follow these in the last podcast.
Or did I?
Yeah. So first thing that I don't normally talk about is your politics.
Right.
Then the second one is your religion.
Right.
Third one is your finances.
Right.
And the fourth one is your sex life.
Right.
Because frankly, all that stuff's important to you and it's not really important to everybody else. No matter how much you think those things are important to everybody else has their own viewpoint and own experiences with all that stuff. So we try not to talk about any of those.
Right.
At least I don't.
I try not to. It does slip once in a while. I am not perfect. I'm trying to get better with it.
Yes.
So, I mean, I own it. I take responsibility for the things that I do and say.
I do too. I own it.
With that being said, welcome to In the Midst of the Shadow. We hope you guys enjoy this. And we hope you guys enjoy both of our shows, not just the one topic, but the 2 topic ones too. Because like Jason said, there's been times when we're doing 2 topics. I have 2 and I'm ready to go. And Jason says something that triggers me to change the section topic.
Yeah. We hope that you enjoy what we do because we enjoy what we do.
Right. So with that being said, I want everyone to enjoy our podcast and subscribe, do all that stuff. If you don't like us, share us with your enemies. If you do like us, share us with your friends.
Exactly. But just share us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're shareable.
And well, I would just like to say welcome.
Yes.
And come on in.
Yep. All right.
They moved the damn thing again.